How's it going, YouTube? NYC for Andy here. Today, I wanted to bring you RNGesus's top 5 most annoying cards. Yeah. These are the 5 cards that RNGesus just loves to manipulate and just fuck with you on a daily basis if you pretty much play Hearthstone. Okay. Coming in at number 5, I would have to say, is Flame Juggler. Flame Juggler is the 2/3 neutral minion that has the battle cry of deal 1 damage. So while it doesn't seem that strong stat wise, it does do 1 damage, and that 1 damage can make a big difference. If it kills, for one, it kills your opponent's, let's say, 1 drop or 1 health minion, that can be a big swing in the game. Like, let's say they have, I don't know, just like a 4/1 minion on the board or something. You play that, and it pings it and kills it. Well, yeah. This is most common in Arena, though. Very rarely it's in Constructed that you see Flame Jugglers getting value like that, but it does happen, especially in aggressive decks. Uh, most, most noticeably is Shaman. Um, Coming in at number 4, I have to say Fiery Bat. Fiery Bat, it's a 1 mana 2/1. Death Rattle, deal 1 damage to a random enemy. So while its stats aren't that impressive, a 1 mana 2/1, I think this card is just as good as Zombie Chow. The reason I say that is because this card does the same thing Zombie Chow can do, but with no downside. This card can trade with a 3 health minion, provided that RNG is on your side. So you play this turn 1, they play their 1 drop or they pass. Turn 1, okay. Turn 2, you play whatever, your 2 drop, your 2/3, your 3/2. They play their 2 drop, which is either a 2/3 or 3/2. Let's say it's a 2/3. You attack with, what do you call it, your Fiery Bat, enter their 2/3. If you win that 50/50 and that 1 damage hits that, you just gained control of the board. And now your opponent, their 2 drop died for free. Well, it didn't die for free, it died to your 1 drop. And they're just going to be playing from behind. It's just crazy how well these cards can trade, considering their mana cost. And those 2 cards, along with this next card is probably number 3 on the list. Arcane Missiles. It's the 1 mana spell, deal 3 damage randomly split among all enemies. That card, Arcane Missiles, can just win you the early game, especially when combined with the Mage synergy, like Mana Worm, for example, Cult Sorcerer, Sorcerer's Apprentice. Perfect example would be, this is talking about Constructed though. Turn 1 Mana Worm, turn 2 you play Sorcerer's Apprentice, and then Arcane Missiles. The Arcane Missiles will most likely kill whatever you played on the board, and they'll have a 2/3 and a 3/2. But those 3 cards are also common, which means you can see them a lot more in Arena. And Fiery Bat would be an excellent 1 drop in Arena. And you need 2 drops, so Flame Juggler would be pretty damn good in Arena. Next up, I have good old Knife Juggler. This guy's a little sneaky asshole. Whenever I want him to throw knives, he never throws them where I want him. Whenever he's throwing knives at me, though, I don't know if it's because I have a big head or whatever, but they go right where he wants them. This little fucker can just flat out win you the game. Mostly, though, in hyper aggressive decks, or should I say hyper fast decks, like Hunter and Zoo. slight possibility for Shaman, because Shaman doesn't have too many crazy spam the board, play 5 minion cards. But if you play this with a zoo deck and you're playing a card that spawns a lot of tokens, just every one of those knives, uh, uh, just it's gonna help win you the early game. Uh, Best example, I know this has happened to everyone. You're going first, you don't have anything turn one. They go turn one, they play whatever one drop piece of crap they want. All right, you go turn two, you play your two drop. This is against the zoo player, keep in mind. They go turn two, they play knife juggler, coin, void walker. So now the knife juggler's behind the taunt. That not one knife hit your guy, then they trade their one drop into it. You lost the board, they still have knife juggler, they have the void walker, you're behind on the board. Whatever you play next is just going to die because it's just going to spam the board. So on, so on. And you just lost the game just because of RNG. And this is for standard, keep in mind. And the one that pisses me off the most, I'd have to say the king of bad RNG, Flynn Waker. Flynn Waker is that mage card, that 3 mana, 2/4. After you cast a spell, deal 2 damage randomly split among all enemies. So basically, this card should just read all your spells have +2 spell damage. Yeah, that's what this card should read. Perfect example. Let's say you curve out beautifully, amazingly. You have 1 drop turn 1, 2 drop turn 2, right? And even 3 drop on turn 3. They go on, they play Flame Waker, right? They're going second, so they have the coin. They held on to that coin for that Flame Waker. So it's Flame Waker, coin, Arcane Missiles. So that's just ridiculous right there, because you're going to get 2 damage from the coin, right? You're going to get another 2 damage from casting Arcane Missiles. And then you're going to get 3 damage from the actual effect of Arcane Missiles. So that's 7 damage. It's 7 damage just from playing a 1 mana spell and the coin. And that 7 damage is either going to hit you all in the face, which is very rare, but has happened, and put you at a low enough total where they could just, burn you down with fireballs. Or it's going to clear your entire board. And that's why I think the Flame Waker is the king of RNG. Just because wherever those pings land, it's going to decide the game. And if you cannot remove that fucker right away, you just lost. You might as well instant concede. So that's my list of the top 5 bad RNG cards. Just Fiery Bat, Flame Juggler, Knife Juggler, Flame Waker, Arcane Missiles. Those cards right there, if the RNG swings in your favor with those cards, you just won the game. I don't know. This is just my opinion. You could take it as it is. But all I know is RNG can fuck you. These are the bad examples of RNG. These are the ones I don't like. I'm going to make another video, kind of like a part 2 to this, of good examples of RNG. So until next time, guys, like, comment, subscribe. You can follow me on Twitch if you want. Twitch.tv/NYC for Andy. My Twitter is right over there. And as it says right over there, I love my followers. So I love my followers on Twitch. I love my followers on Twitter. Like, comment, subscribe. Until next time, take it easy. Bye.